Okay, what's up, everybody? How are y'all today? I hope you're having an amazing morning, evening, night, whatever time it is in your neck of the woods. This your girl, the real infamous one, aka Janina Williams, rising ground above all earthly sound in my empires, representing the All Up in the Biz, coming at you live from the real and famous one production. So let's get down to it. So. Last night I was getting a message. First of all, these two songs. Uh, I kept hearing that song, and I found out who it was. It was by Megan. Not Megan. Mariah the Scientist. Um, Blue, Blue Fire, or something like that. Whatever it was called, something like that. I'm not gonna say the lyrics because they were pretty, uh, you know, there. So, but anyways, so I had a couple dreams, and but before these dreams, I was asking God to show me. I was like, show me, Father, show me. Right. So I had a dream about my sister's baby father, and in this dream, I was holding his hands and I was going around in circles, and I could hear myself saying to him, uh, I said, I said something. I loved you first, or something like that. I loved you. I always loved you, or something like that. But in all reality, I'm not that type of woman. I don't rock like that. But this is, I know what I had asked God, so what I'm saying. He revealed some things to me, and then I was driving and I saw this name, Jose 21, is what it said. So, and then so I remember I was pulling some cars, and I remember the two-headed woman, right? Um, it was the Page of Cups, right? And it was strange how I figured this out, but I was watching this movie uh, about this girl. It was called The Killer Whale. You know what I'm saying? How she was working at this restaurant, and her boyfriend um, had came to bring her a gift or whatever, and I guess she was supposed to be at a graduation or something, and she had to work. So her friend, and she didn't tell her until they was stranded on that rock, that, and this is what I was like talking about, this Jezebel, this betrayer. So she she told her friend that she sent that guy in there to rob the store, the restaurant that she was working at, because she needed the money for her rent because she was moving into her new place, right? So the guy went, but she was like, but you weren't supposed to be there. And what I'm saying, that her boyfriend was like the love of her life. What I'm saying, they went everywhere, they did everything together, and what I'm saying, because of her best friend, what I'm saying, she lost him. What I'm saying, she lost her boyfriend, the love of her life, because of her best friend set something up because she was in desperate need, instead of just asking her friend or someone to help her. So this could be significant to somebody's situation. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part. It wasn't so much the whale that stood out. It was that part when they were stranded alone on that rock. You know what I'm saying? And last night um I was watching. I was scrolling through. What I'm saying, trying to find something to watch. And this resonated so well with this cup, with this card right here, the double heads back to back. when I seen that name Jezebel, right? And so what I was getting is that somebody has a mother. She didn't, what I'm saying, she could have played with cards or whatever, or she was a very good reader. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she had some very high psychedelic gifts. You know what I'm saying? And this could be part of your calling because this mother predicted what she was going to have, right? She predicted the baby that she was carrying. You know what I'm saying? And she was recording herself as she was reading these cards. But as she was reading the energy of her unborn child, a presence came. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this mother, she knew who you were gonna be when you uh, got older. So I'm not gonna use those surrounding bits, but I am going to uh, do these right here because I feel like somebody's mom had a gift. They were very gifted, right? And oh, somebody's mom was very gifted, right? And she could, what I'm saying, she was like a spiritual person, but she was really good at cards, at reading energy. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't turn the volume up until the part where, because I could hear it a little bit, but the part where I turned it up at was when she was saying, "You're gonna be a girl, and you're gonna be so beautiful, and you're gonna be this and that, and you're gonna have this and that," and then a presence appeared, and she was like, "She don't want me here." You know what I'm saying? So somebody could have been experiencing. Somebody's mom could have went through this experience of coming in contact with a demonic spirit inside of their home. You know what I'm saying? And this home could have been in uh, the country, somewhere out in a wooded area. You know, and she was pregnant with you, and she just wanted to leave you something behind, like some type of video or something. Somebody's mom could have left them some type of video behind, um, you know, of her doing such a thing, that she was able to, read energy or predict things and predict outcomes and stuff like that. Somebody had a very powerful mother. You know what I'm saying? She was gifted. And I feel like this Jezebel energy, some type of attachment, you know what I'm saying? Or this was some type of offer up. Some type of death occurred because of some type of attached entity or some type of dark energy. Uh, so it was like the mom sacrificed herself for your well being, for you to live, for you to survive, you know, so that you can go on with life. But you know what I'm saying? She knew what was coming for her. So she did everything she could to protect you, you know, and you could be all grown up by now, stuff like that. But this is definitely, that was a really big, confirmation to me when I saw that. And the movie is called Jezebel, and it's not the Annabelle, it's the Jezebel with the girl where she got in an accident. Her boyfriend pulled out, and he was sitting there talking to her, and a big tractor trailer came up and hit the truck. But it didn't say if the boyfriend died, but I'm guessing that he did, that he didn't make it. But she did, and she was paralyzed. So she got into some type of car accident, and she couldn't walk. You know what I'm saying? So she was in a wheelchair. So somebody could have gotten into some type of car accident where you could be paralyzed, or you don't have to be paralyzed. It could be, what I'm saying, something there going on. And this was the big download I was getting last night. Um, you know, about this situation. So I feel like somebody was somebody could be looking for some answers as to what, what I'm saying, what was going on here with a mother. You know what I'm saying? Your mom, what I'm saying, you may never had got a chance to meet your mother because something happened to her, before you were born. I mean, after you were born. You know what I'm saying? And um, could have been raised by a father or something like that, or you could have been adopted out. I don't, something like that. But your mom, your dad knows about this, about what your mother went through with this, with this type of entity. He uh, he could have known. You know what I'm saying? This may be something you may find out about your mom, because she predicted that you were going to be a girl, definitely. Um, yeah, I just saw that in reverse, the devil energy. Yeah, so this is going. This is something that could be breaking. This is giving me like some vibes of, what I'm saying, something being broken here. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be the one to break this, uh, either this entity or this magic or this cycle. You're gonna defeat something here, is what I feel like, because it can't do anything to you. Yeah, somebody is definitely having sleepless nights, thinking about some type of attack. See, that's what I'm saying. This energy here, this attachment. You know what I'm saying? Somebody wants answers as to what has happened here. And like I said, you could be at a grown age, whether you're male or female. You know what I'm saying? You could be having gone through a dark night of the soul. You could be seeing things and you're trying to make sense of it all. You could be having bad dreams that's keeping you up late at night. You know, you're just trying to figure things out as to why, what I'm saying, something mentally, physically, or emotionally has uh, caused some type of death here. Could have been to a mother, but somebody's mom predicted who they were going to be before they were even before you were even born. She knew you were going to be a certain type of sex. Yeah, yeah, because there was some type of uh, defeat here. Just like I said, he or she, what I'm saying, was put to rest. And this could have been like at some beach or, what I'm saying, by the water. Yeah, and this could have been burdening you for like maybe the past 10 years or so. You know what I'm saying? You feel like you just had to carry this weight on your own, like you're carrying a load. You're carrying heavy weight, but you managed to pick it up and keep going because you're gathering all the pieces here. You're gathering all the pieces to what's going on here. Yeah, there's somebody here in a shocked energy. This could be a Pisces masculine energy. Could be on some type of solid platform, but this person is in troubled waters. You know what I'm saying? They're having troubles here. Like something is very rough for this person. Could have lost your mother or something like that. But this is what's keeping somebody up, and they feel like giving up. Yeah, This mother was a Queen of Cups energy. Yeah, there was definitely something here that, had caught her eye. And this could have been like something bad, but she wasn't afraid of it though. Like this is an urn, something that's in an urn, or she earned something, or you did. Yeah, this mom here is an angelic woman. There could have been a total of three of you. She could have lost two, and she could have one. This mother could have loved sitting by the water, but she was focused on something. She was working on something. She saw something. She could have held you for like the first time when you were just coming out, because this is giving me like a baby vibe. You know what I'm saying? But she was very secretive, this mom. Like, she was very private. You're very private. Mm, yeah. So, this also could have caused a death here as well. I feel like there's a Pisces masculine energy watching a Queen of Cups. Something about the water here. He's in like some type of turmoil, or something here is catching up. Or he's got something going on behind his back. Something that happened behind his back is trying to catch up to him. But I feel like he doesn't see this coming. Because something is going in the opposite direction, but something also is coming at him, coming from behind him. Yeah, here comes my daddy. Here comes God. Yeah, God's supposed to cross this. He's crossing the valley. He's going across the valley. Yep, his will be done. And his will is coming right with it, yeah. You looking at some type of hard work that, you know what I'm saying? You looking at your progress here, your growth. You seeing how much you have grown. Yeah, you're not yeah, you're definitely you definitely know, because your mind is expanding in some way. Like, yeah, you watching, you ready. You could be receiving some type of downloads or some type of messages, some incoming messages. Yeah, you're aware of this, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? This is something that you have clarity on. Yeah, because your mind is expanding, like you're awakened, you're lit. You're like Peter Pan. You're like the new Peter Pan, you know? Yeah, now you're like this giant and you're ready for whatever's coming in. Because you're like, You're on guard. Something to do with the National Guard here as well. Somebody can be in the National Guard, or you're just on guard and you're ready to protect your land. You're ready to protect, you know what I'm saying, whatever this uh, territory is. You're going to protect your territory. And this is what's coming into you. Yeah. And somebody here is going to cross over. And they're going to cross over because you figured out what happened to them. Now, you know what I'm saying, they can be laid to rest. You know what I'm saying? Or either you're going to move on. You're going to move on to something new. You're going to go on a whole new journey. You left all this things that didn't, you know what I'm saying, resonate with you no more. You're leaving it all behind. And it's like no more hidden secrets. You found everything out. This was like something that was hidden from you. You didn't know. But now you're enlightened on what happened here because of your growth. It's like you outgrew something and you outgrew yourself. And you're like, damn, this is bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, God's hand is the magician. He's bringing peace to this situation for you. He's got the magic stick. And this is like his favorite whip. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The Holy Spirit, you know what I'm saying, they got you. The Holy Spirit got you. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no valley wide enough, ain't no something about the rivers and the valleys and the hills. The house on the hill. There's a house on the hill. This could have been left in some type of will here. Yeah, this is spiritual knowledge. This is spiritual law. This spiritual law and order coming in for you. This is what's coming with the hand of God. Spiritual law is being brought in. Yep. This could have something to do with uh, Egyptian, immortal world. And this also has to do with the heavens. There's the phoenix. The phoenix is here. There's 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 angelic people here reading these law books. There could be like a Libra, a Leo, something to do with a phoenix and an earth angel. They're studying law. This could be law of attraction, something to do with divine law and order here. It's four things, a total of six. With the wheel, that makes seven. Okay, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yeah, this was something that was caught in the air. Something here was being held up because spiritual law had to be brought into order here. And now, you know what I'm saying? You got this You got this new growth here. It's bigger than you here. And you have a whole lot of enlightenment here about this. And now you're on guard. You're standing your ground. You're ready with your sword. You ain't holding back the truth because you're going to come swiftly with it. You're going to swing it because now you know. And this is going to have whatever this situation is, there ain't going to be no more hidden secrets. And you're going to cross over into something else. You're going to journey off onto something else because you're leaving all this behind. Whatever these cups may have been to you, because there was too much hidden things underneath it, dealing with um, some things, and now the light has been shedded on this. And I was feeling that very heavy. You know what I'm saying? That somebody's mother is very gifted. You know what I'm saying? And this is what happened. She sacrificed herself for you because of some place that she was in had a very dark entity over it. And, you know, it could have caused some type of mental disturbances between her and your father, and, you know, but somebody's dad is still alive. Whether this is your father or your mother, whoever went through this experience, but, you know what I'm saying, it was definitely the mom. And you can be a female or a male, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure out, you know, what happened to your mom, or something took her from this earthly realm. And it was due to some type of entity that came to her. There was two sides of her because of this entity. But, you know what I'm saying, your life is going to move forward. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have partnership, commitment, and you're going to go through a reconciliation with someone. This person's going to love you through it all. You know, maybe someone experienced almost the same thing as you. But this person's going to love you deeply. They're not going to be ashamed of you. They're not going to hide you. None of that stuff. This person loves you. And they feel like a deep connection to you or with you. Because your mother already knew. She didn't have to worry about you because she already predicted your life here. Yeah, because you're the Empress. Creation, abundance, and action. Yeah. You're going to have a baby. You're going to give birth, or there's going to be a new beginning or a fresh start for you somewhere in a beautiful place. You're very angelic. You're very protected. You got a heart of gold. You got the look of the rabbit, the bunny rabbit. Something about bunny rabbits could be significant. But there's a baby here, a little boy. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, this is going to be between you and this masculine. Y'all going to have a son. Because when your mom already predicted your life because she was that gifted. The emperor is here. Organization, leadership, and structure. There's a emperor here as well. He could be in the public eye. He could be very well known. He could be a businessman. He could have, you know what I'm saying? He's got it all. He's got it all. He's got everything. This person is going to turn into an emperor. And he's also an angel. He's a boss. Mm-hmm. Star energy, purifying the earth. Yeah, just like I said, you're going to have a renewal, reflection, self-evaluation, and rebirth. Yeah? Look at that. Creative, enthusiastic, and motivated. You're ready for this. You were born for this. Your mom already predicted that you were going to be a star. She already knew. She already knew who you were going to be. Because she was the one that predicted your sex, your life, and everything. And there was an evil entity that was jealous of that. Yeah, look at that. Since you were a little girl, you have been so filled with so much love, emotions, relationships, and intuition. This is you at a young age. You were already intuitive at a young age. You were already gifted at a young age because this is who your mother was. You inherited all of this. You inherited her gifts. Yeah. And look, searching, empowerment, and fulfillment. Yeah. Because you walked away from all this unfulfilling things in your life. Everything that was empty to you, things that made you feel empty, things that just made you feel down, things that just made you feel depressed, things that just made you feel left out. You walked away from it and you went on your journey. You answered the call from the angel and you left. You left to better yourself. You took a whole new path, a whole new journey. Because, you know what I'm saying? You could have been, restless about things in your life. And this is bringing a whole lot of truth and clarity to you. If you don't have kids, you may have a son and a daughter on your first time, or you may have a son first and then a daughter, but these children are going to be gifted. These children are definitely going to be gifted children.